Hi guys, so it's another day, and as I have been doing in my previous videos, I've been interviewing a lot of amazing people, and for this video, another amazing person, a kind and awesome friend I have as well, and we're going to be talking more about branding, especially for business owners, startups or solopreneurs who are just building their brand and planning also of how to put their services or products out there. Let us all welcome Alicia Ladysun. She's a freelance web designer. Hi Alicia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So yes, you do web designing, and what do you think business owners or like startups or those who are doing a lot of things in their business by themselves and they're planning to be more specific, be more niche on their business and services that they offer to their customers? What is your advice, or what are your advices to them in terms of like branding?
For me, the most important is to know what message you want to give to people and what's your storytelling. And when you have this foundation, it's better to create a good brand, and to have a good website.
Yes, amazing. And I do really agree with that. Like I have a website for myself and for my business, and I do find also clients in my business, and that is why I can say that it is very important to have your branding and to really know what you are selling to your customers or clients. And for you, what do you think a good website looks like, or how would you say that this is a good website,
It depends of your market and what kind of services you have. For me, a good website is like a good balance between three colors. You have the main colors, the secondary colors, and the third color is to have more accentuation, and some details, And if you have this rule when you create your website, it's a good start.
It's a really good start. Yeah, and what else do you think, for example, when someone decides to create their branding, their website, how can they say that this is a really good color for my brand? For example, can you give us an example? Like if someone is in health and wellness, for example, and his target audience are men, like do you have any suggestions on how they can choose the right color or the best color or like the best branding strategies or elements for their website?
Okay, that's a difficult question because it depends a lot of things. I don't know what kind of brand is it. Is it like a funny brand? Is it like a very minimalist brand? Is it like like very serious? So it depends a lot of this kind of thing. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It really is depends on the business itself.
Yes, exactly.
The business owner as well.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
okay.
for example, each color has its own meaning. So for example, if you use yellow, it's really happy color. For example, if you use a purple, it means like clever,
Yeah.
But it depends because in each color you have different
Meaning. Yeah.
And so it's really important to have a reflection about that, to think about, and
We decided.
yeah, don't choose a color just because it's beautiful or you like it. It's the wrong way, okay?
Yeah.
You really need to have like a real thinking about
yes, it really needs some time to think
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
not just like an impulse of like, oh,
Yeah.
this is pretty, or like,
Yeah.
oh, this is nice, I'll just get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But one advice would be to don't follow all your competitors, because if you say, okay, I am a yoga professor, you know, and it's like really soft color, I mean like white color or stuff like this, you know. Don't follow this rule, because sometimes you just look like your
Other
competitors.
people, yeah.
So you need to be different. So it's important to have a balance between, okay, what kind of message I want to
impart to people or to your clients
exactly,
or customers,
and how I can just be different of my competitors. So, you know, so that's why it's a real job.
Yeah, it's already hard at the same
exactly.
time.
And I see a lot of entrepreneurs, freelancers or business owners that want to do that themselves, but it's not a good solution, because you don't spend money, but at the same time you don't have a good branding, you know. So hire someone that can do that, and it will be better for you and your business.
That's really cool, and I do understand, and I do believe that you really like a second opinion, especially a professional opinion on what's going on in your business. This could be, web designing, this could even be marketing, this could be a lot of things, and just go to someone who really knows what it is about and what they're doing, and what should be able to just impart all those experience and knowledge that these professionals or maybe business owners as well, or businesses have to be able to offer to other business owners,
And it's not because you can use Canva that you use it very well. So that's important to know, because a lot of people tell me, oh, I can use Canva, so I can do my branding myself. No. Really, it's a big mistake.
Yeah, because it's Canva. It's good for other things, right?
Exactly, but not for creative branding, you know.
Yeah, and it's also heavy, because sometimes, especially if website is the first thing that you focus on, it's where your business evolves, it's where you're selling things, you're even marketing things. It's very important that people or users would stay after they just look at your website for 2 seconds or 3 seconds, because it takes less time for customers or potential clients to just look at your website and decide if they want to keep reading or they want to skip to another one or another competitors, you know.
In 3 seconds, you already know if you want to
or not
work with the person.
Yeah, and for you, what do you think is the best way to have clients or potential customers to make you stay in the website, to give or any advice that would help business owners to get a bit of an idea what makes customers stay in their website? This could be general, for any business at all. Okay, I want to keep scrolling. So what makes them keep scrolling?
For me, it's storytelling. Website storytelling is the best way to keep someone on your website. That's why I'm specialist.
Yes, specialist. You're a specialist. You're an expert to web design.
I mean, it's not in web design, but in storytelling web design, because it's a way to catch people's attention and to have some emotion. And when someone is really emotional touch,
very sensitive person, especially.
Yes, exactly. You want to stay. For example, it's just an example. When you see a movie, it's about emotion. You know? So you want to see all the movie, like Titanic. It's really emotional.
You would cry. I cry.
But it's not the best example, but you know what I mean. When you have a good movie that really touch your feelings, you want to stay longer. It's the same thing for your web design, so for your website. And it goes through the web design. It's really important to have storytelling, and by storytelling I mean it's about pictures, videos are very important. They give you a lot of feelings, It's the way elements
Combined together.
combine together the transitions,
Yeah.
between elements. It's all this kind of thing. It's quite complicated to explain like this because when you're a web designer, it's really easy for you, but to explain to others, it's it's harder. But yeah, I would say storytelling is really important. It's a new concept because not a lot of people use storytelling for the website. It can be like the story of your product, your backstory as well. The story of your clients. So you have a lot of different way to insert storytelling in your website.
Yeah, that's really interesting because it's actually my first time hearing like a storytelling web designer, like making it their title, like, oh, I'm a storytelling web designer, because most of the time I always just hear web designer, or like, I'm a front-end web designer, or like, I'm a web designer for wellness, it's different when you say like a storytelling web designer, so it just like caught my ears. And then you also mentioned about like it could be your product, it could be your own story, it could be your client's story. And for, let's say, business owners or businesses out there, what would be the best way to impart stories? Like, do you have like a tips on how to help them decide which story they're gonna be using for their brand? Like, do you have like 3 questions they need to ask themselves to be able to like decide, are they gonna feature the product story, their story, or the client, or are they gonna fuse their story and the product story? Like, how can they like decide which one, or like which do you think is the best way to do it?
You can combine every storytelling, you can, but maybe sometimes it's too much. So you have to choose between some of them. I would say storytelling from your clients, it's the best, because don't forget, it's maybe your website, but it's the website of your client. Okay,
that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
So for me, for example, if you're like a coach, a sport coach,
wellness, like health coach,
exactly. And you put a story of one of your clients, how he achieved their goal, for example, and
weight loss,
for example. You can how he was before, and what was this feeling, for example, and how he achieved, and then how he feels, and you can put some picture or maybe a video if you can, and like those people can understand how we can be. How we can achieve
work with you, because they have already seen the story of someone else's working with you, and they see results.
Exactly.
Basically.
You explain well.
No worries. And I'm really very interested on the branding you are showing yourself, like a storytelling web designer. And can you share more about how you come to be, or like how you come to really get that idea that you are that person, or you are that service provider? Like, I'm a storyteller, website designer. Like, what made you come up with that? Or is it like a normal thing that you've heard from people and you're just like, oh yeah, I want to be that too? Or is it like something you just found out yourself and you were going into this career path?
It's because I just get my bachelor degree 1 year ago, and I studied like marketing and web design, so I know both, but I didn't want to choose between.
I want to be both.
Marketing, I know website,
I want to do both.
And in marketing, I really like the fact the storytelling part, like how you can touch people with just some words, and the feelings, I really like this part. But I am creative as well, and I wanted to make website. It was my project in my head, and I thought to myself, I said, okay, maybe I just can have storytelling inside web design, and I have made some researches. And I saw it already exists.
Oh,
yeah. So,
but it's very rare, because I don't hear it a lot.
I know. Yeah. And for me, it was like, okay, it's just not work for me because I like both. So
Yeah.
I need to make them together.
Yeah, to make them work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to create an experience because when you have a storytelling website, you have real experience for your clients. It's
Yeah.
not just a website and you put some picture like that and
Yeah.
some text. No. It's really deeper. You have more.
You have to make connections with the
Yes.
people or like your
Yeah,
target market.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you have to think about everything before creating the website. Really,
Yeah.
it's really strategic.
Yeah, exactly, and it's about especially if you also want to give value to your clients or your audiences or your customers out there, and that's very valuable to have to just like have the idea of like, okay, I want to create this, so I want to first build this, but I want to build it with effort, with I want to build it with thinking making or like putting a lot of effort to it, not just like, oh, I want this thing, so just build anything. I'll just get something from template or like from this. I just want something now so that I can get more customers. It's quite different from really figuring out how you can help your client, help your customers, and being able to also show your unique selling point to them. Like why choose us?
Yeah.
Why choose me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very interesting, and it's very valuable that you're sharing these for free. It's a free consultation, and I really appreciate your time. So we're gonna go to the ending question. So what is your favorite quote?
Favorite?
Quote or like
Quote.
saying? Yeah.
Well, I don't really know. I don't have quote, like a special quote. Maybe. I don't know how it is in English, but like,
Or you just say it in French. Yeah, people would know. If you guys are like know the translation, just put them in the comments.
So okay, in English it's like believe in your dreams.
Believe
Really
in it.
basic, but
Yeah, but how is it in French?
toujours croire en ses rêves.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's very sexy though, how you say it. But yes, so if there's like someone interested in your services or someone who's just an aspiring web designer who wants to ask some questions of like how you get to where you are right now, where do you think they can find you, they can connect with you, especially like for clients, or do you want them to go and send you an email? And for those aspiring web designers, where can they connect with you and ask you questions?
You can find me on Instagram. Maybe you will share my account, it will be better. Because
Yeah.
It's Alicia Ladysun, so very simple. No dot, no dash. It's
Yeah.
Alicia Ladysun. And currently I try to create my own website, so it's not already done yet, but maybe later. So you can find me on my website.
Yeah, and they're gonna be in your Instagram bio too, right? If they go live.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put her Instagram also handle down below, so you guys can connect with her or follow her at the same time. Maybe reach out to her as well if you need her services. And also, it's a good thing to be excited about her new website coming in. So thank you so much. It's really been fun talking and being able to learn about web designing and branding. I'm like, okay, I'll get this. Especially when you said something about marketing and infusing like web designing, very interesting indeed, because I'm in marketing. So yeah, so thank you so much, and yeah, thank you guys also for listening, and hope to see you on my next one. Bye.